Here you go, Thursday evening. Literally 20 minutes ago it was dumping. Now the moon's up nice and bright. Looks like a full moon too. I don't know if you can hear that in the background or not. No, one thing, a car just came down a gravel road. And these two idiots out here, oh, they're going up it, sorry. A lot of times when they're on that stretch of that road, it sounds like they're coming in our driveway. That's what these two idiots were barking for. And freaking camera on the main group of cows, for some reason, is not connected tonight. Well, last time we're working fine. So I don't know what the heck. That last good hard rainstorm that come through, it quit. So I can't see any of that part of the barn. Everything else is working though. And there can't be hardly anybody in there because why? They're all out there. Except for the 2-year-olds. Who are all right there. And I can see almost all of them in the camera. There you go, TikTok. Been a while since I got a moon shot. Appears to be a full moon tonight. 20 minutes ago it was raining so hard you'd been better off standing underneath the back end of a cow pissing on a flat rock. Now it's pretty much clear. And I don't know if you can hear or not, but down there in the bottom the frogs are very boisterous. So hey, y'all have a great Thursday night. Oh, moon's still out. Camera still hasn't come on. And of course, everybody is in this barn now. Here, can you see where I'm going? Because I can't. I just know that it's about that many steps and then you go up. And I was going to come down here in just a t-shirt. Except I peeked at the thermometer before I came out. It's 34 degrees out. And the frogs just got real quiet, so there's something walking through the bottom. Okay, there's one hiding over there. I'm just looking for the ones I know are here. And got a groaner over here. But I don't see any new ones coming out anywhere. I think that's the groaner. She talks to her calf starting a month before it's born. Anyway, I'm going to bed. I'm really hoping later that camera happens to work. I mean, I know there's power to it because right now the light is on it. It's like, why don't we have connection? I know why the one under the deck that does the maternity pen hasn't been on as much as it was. I can show you that in just a second. Because it was working great. Right until I put that right there. At the end, that's got an antenna that's run out. Puppies just came out. The antenna for it's right over there. That's blocking the direct line of sight. And look, see, there are puppies. Puppies hiding under the moon. What are you barking at? You guys are supposed to be able to see in the dark. Don't climb up my back of my leg. I can't keep up with them though. Yeah, you're the one that climbed up the back of my leg. No, I didn't kick him. He just knows he's not supposed to do it. Hey, I get to see the moon again. So do you. That's 3 clips with the moon in it, right? I think. Well, I finally made it in bed last night. I'd seen a few people that said we were supposed to have an eclipse. I looked up over my head and out the window, and the bottom of the moon wasn't quite round anymore. It's kind of the other direction. So, anyway, Friday morning, 32 degrees. At least the wind's not blowing. I do got somebody complaining though. Oh, I wonder why I should be complaining. Anybody know? I swear, I mean, that happens once in a while. But this is like the 10th time this year. And usually it's like once every 5 years, maybe. Yeah, I'll let the little bugger out of there in a little bit. More important thing is to look for more little buggers. And once again, that camera still ain't working. And it's been working great. Yeah, morning piss. It's called relief. I don't see no new babies in here, and I didn't see any in the camera for the feed barns, so I should be safe to feed. I hope so. Here you go, Brent. There's Sapphire. She wanted me to feed her. She was kind of demanding. And I think that one there in the middle, I think that's the mama of that heifer. Wide-faced girl. She was standing back there smiling as she was feeling relief as her calf was draining her. Hopefully she learns how she got in there and she doesn't do it again. And there's the other one to get this morning. Good morning, Ruby. Ruby. Yeah, ignore me. There you go. I guess that was a head nod, right? Well, I haven't seen any new calves, so unless I find something out in the feed barn, which I doubt. Do you say hello? No? Blakely, can you say hi, everybody? No? Okay. Be that way then. Got disruptions around here, but they're finally going out. That's the one mama up there. Little bull calf's got a big navel like the last one we kicked out, but not running a temperature. So that just makes it fun. Well, what do you do? Well, I'd rather err on the side of caution, and he got a shot of Nuflor. You gotta go the other way, kid. I know you like me, but you gotta go out that way. You have more friends out there. Oh, that's why he was. He must have been full. That little heifer, she's going to go out here and have a blast because she's going to realize she has a lot of room to run now. Well, the old guys are here waiting for the pole treating guys to leave. Same crew, they ended up coming back for the one here in the yard. There we have it. Got it rattled off. I mean, all I'm seeing is a lot of dirt. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Go over here and take a peek. That pile on the floor, it's about 3/4 of an inch thick in the middle. Actually didn't come off too bad. That's a piece of not quite 1/2 inch. Put a bend in it. The end was all, well, that end was already swelled. Now that end is too, but that's okay. That got used as a punch. It was smaller at this end, and I cut it off because that was the length we needed to go. And I put the swelled end in first to make sure it didn't go into the hole where that bolt goes. And that would be a John Deere main bearing bolt, I believe. Nice thing is, notice the shank's small. So if I did go past the threads, it still went without buggering things up. But that's done. These guys are just pulling out now by the sounds of it. I'll probably take that outside and blow the crud out of it. See what I can see. I don't know how much I really want to take apart. I mean, I don't see anything obvious. I don't know. Probably not supposed to have those ribs in there. Focus. But I don't see where there's anything major. I mean, some wear on that pad, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, those guys ain't made it out the driveway yet, but I just checked this out. Look at that. That's against the center, and it's not touching hard. So the fact that I just took it off was enough to to relieve it, apparently. So that's a good sign. Clean her up, throw her back together, and hopefully be good. Dang, there's something missing. It should look like that. And these should move freely, like that. I think I need to spin that bolt because it's working on it. That one is too. I don't think the bolt should spin. So, the issue, seeing all that freaking dirt, that was packed full of dirt, wouldn't let this drop all the way, or it may not have gone up all the way either. But it wouldn't let it drop all the way, so this couldn't drop all the way. So that wasn't coming all the way together, which made that not spread apart all the way. So I got that, I had to chip it out of there. That one, a little tiny bit right there in the corner, but that's not touching anything. This one has a little tiny bit in there. Take something and knock that out. Put her back together. Finish cleaning that up. And I'm going to see if I have, because I mean, the only things I've seen is pictures, but everything I've seen has had a cover over that hole. Let's see if I happen to have a plastic plug that'll pop in there. Then that will prevent all this. And I don't know that you want to put much oil in case you do get dust, but I may put a little silicone on that, work it back and forth. Go from there. And I'm guessing there's a tag on it, a sticker on it. I'm guessing it's probably been replaced, but godly knows, because some things have part stickers on them when they're new. So anyway, get her back together and get her on. Well, it still turns. Hopefully it didn't flip the screen, but doing gear. Either way. And I didn't touch the idle, so I think I'm going to leave it right there. That's a half to 3/4 of a turn slower on the screw than it was, and it didn't kill it. And I'd take it out and do something, but apparently I got to go help Becky with something, and I still have to fix the muffler. And most of the pictures I've seen, including what's the drawings in the book, don't show the muffler pointed down. They show it pointed straight back. So then I'm wondering, can I recobble it and make it go where I want it to? But you know, ideally it'd come straight out, but that'd be inside the belt. Then you got to put the belt around the muffler to get it on, which means you got to unmount the muffler to do it. The way it is, it will just slip that way through there. So anyway, I'm going to call that a win. Is it perfect? Maybe not. Is it as good as it's going to be? Probably. And I have not found anything to plug that hole with yet. The couple things I was thinking are just, they're either just a little tiny bit too big or a little tiny bit too small. Go figure. Hey, the welder's not where it belongs. I'll show you why. I think it's going to be not where it belongs for a couple other things too. Disruptions today, so a little weld on that. It's stuck together. It's lined up. Now I can see if I can get it off and actually weld it up proper. I didn't want to take it out and try to line up by the brake and find out that it had been tweaked a little bit, and then find out it wouldn't go back in. So that's my story. That's what I'm doing. I've been disrupted I don't know how many times today. Twice by the same guy, but that's okay because he owed me some money, and well, the check we had, Becky made a mistake trying to put it in the bank. We thought it went through. Excuse me. Hey, that check never went through. I go, what? Took Becky a while to find it, find where it didn't go through and why it didn't go through. And so that's taken care of. The guys were here checking excuse me again, checking power poles. We talked a little bit. They might be coming back for some hamburger and stuff later. That kind of stuff. Somebody else was here too. Plus Becky, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? So, but hey, we know it should move like it's supposed to. And get that fixed and it should be quieter and not have that extra rattle in it. And I still got big bales to feed today. And it's just pretty much time to get feeding done. Look, this view again, but it's fixed. That stud's not too bad. It sticks out. If you can see the one on the back side. It's like 2 threads from coming through the nut, and that's how it was. It appears that it must have been loose on the back side at one point because the hole was kind of buggered up. I ground the burrs off of it, but yeah. And I got too much weld next to it. So that was fun getting it tightened up, but it's tight. The other 2 bolts are underneath there, go through the frame. That one, you can see it. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I had to look around the camera. You can see it. Right there. And the other one's like over about, 2.5, 3 inches from it. That one you can get to, the other one's a pain in the butt. Nothing fits in there, but they're tight. They're done. Oh, well, I got you zoomed in. Focus. I added a little extra weld top and bottom since I couldn't do it on the edges. But the funny thing is, this edge, at this stud, there's more weld beside the nut than the other edge, and the other edge, the weld was in the way to put the frickin' nut back in. I don't know. And it wasn't lined up perfect. It was not lined up where it was originally lined up. But I put the extra on it so it's actually holding more than just a paper thin edge. So that part's done. And my next plan, I'll just give you a hint. It involves that, which was the tailgate off that little white flatbed that we had. Dad's little pickup we called Squeak. And it is just long enough to cut in 2 on probably a 45 in the middle, although that's going to screw it up because it's 1/2 inch square tube on the bottom and 1 inch square tube on the top. My plan was, because I was thinking it was 1 inch square tube top and bottom, this is 1 inch bolted on, 6 inches. I got the other pieces out there though that were on the sides. Then I can go full length, it won't matter. I might do that. And figure something for a tailgate latch, because I mean, you can get the latches for these. They're a funky shaped piece of wire is all they are. And there should be a couple over center latches here somewhere that should, you know, I can tack them on, screw them on, whatever. But I'll find something for that. I also thought about adding a piece to the tailgate too, but then when you open the tailgate, where it is right now, that clears the ground by not very much. So, well, we'll make it work one way or the other. A tailgate don't need to be that high. But if you got higher sides, that makes a big difference. Suppose I could put an end to this video. 2 bales for the cows. I did not feed the 2-year-olds. They got enough to get by till tomorrow, so I left the spear on. And it's raining. And Becky went up on the hill to clean house today, up there where you can't see anything anymore. Shit, was 38 and snowing up there, and we're 41 and light rain down here. That explained the light rain. It was snow above us. And it's still raining, a little heavier now. But yeah, and it hasn't warmed up at all today. So I'm glad to be inside where it's warm again. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you had a great Friday. Hope everybody has a great Saturday.